It's a brutal era of endless war. The forces of chaos pour forth from the north, ravenously devouring the once mighty empire. But one intrepid leader seeks to unite and save all humankind, and purge every last vestige of chaos from the world.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Emperor Karl Franz campaign, and every time I load into this campaign, I'm never quite sure if it's going to be the last episode or not, because obviously things are not going swimmingly here, and I kind of get the feeling that every time we take a step forward, it follows up with 2 steps back. So we have Wulfric down here. Looks like they're about ready to attack the Black Pit. Nothing I can do to get over there in time. We do have a little bit of money. I could recruit an emergency army, but I don't think I'm going to. I think having won a major battle over here against Azhag the Slaughterer, we got rid of that army plus the Wa army that was with it. So Karl Franz has kind of done his #1 job for coming down here. We have Archaon with 2 armies right here. We have Azhag beaten back for the time being, but we have Norsca here now with a couple of armies. That's who? Sarl, is it? Yeah, Sarl right there. Obviously, this is Norsca as well. This is Wulfric. And then we have the Barrow Legion down here. And this is kind of the worst case for us, which is after having won a battle here at Fort Bergbrus, and pushing them back, but suffering a lot of damage in the process, they appear to be re-recruiting. Now, it looks like a lot of what they're recruiting here are garbage units, which is great. But unfortunately, when I see things like this, they've got these Terrorgeists almost back to being fully healed. They got the Cryptors. Anyway, if they just keep recruiting, and in particular if they keep recruiting really good units, then we're in a lot of trouble here. Our garrison is still super weak, and I can't afford to just keep throwing more emergency troops up here when ultimately, you know, they're going to be able to overwhelm us at some point unless I get a whole nother army down there. So not exactly sure what I'm going to do right there. I'm probably not going to put any more money into it this turn. Anyway, and then finally we have the other thing going on, which is the in-game crisis, are the vampire counts. And we can see right here, Sylvania has got all these armies. It's just, we can't really launch an offensive against them. They've been extremely passive in terms of launching attacks against us, but they have done it a little bit. It's enough to be worrisome, but at least they're not the priority right now because of what's going on over here. Then I need to mention it because this is just down here. This is just so, you know, beyond frustrating. We are, of course, allied with the High Elves. And Eataine, when we take a look at Eataine here, Eataine, #1 faction in the game. #1 faction in the game. The strongest faction in the game. They are enemies with 4 different factions here. None of them are the same as ours. So, you know, it's not like I would expect them to come over and be helping us fight in the Empire. But strongest order faction in the game, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 7 armies sitting in Lothern doing nothing, as we can see on the mini map here. If you look at Ulthuan, there are no enemies on Ulthuan. They're just doing nothing, basically. Avalorn's a little bit better, although, you know, still not great. They're keeping armies down here, but at least in the last episode, they started looking like they're moving a couple of armies up here. But anyway, yeah, the forces of order have been really ineffective in this campaign. It's basically been us for the most part. The dwarves are completely emasculated at this point. If we take a look here at the dwarfs, okay, except for Thorek. Thorek is actually, is doing something down there, but all the other dwarfs have just been pretty much rubbish in this campaign. Cathay seems like they're doing well, but again, they, now that we're allied with them and we're seeing them move their armies around, all we're really seeing is them walking armies around the interior of Cathay. They don't really see, other than losing a battle every once in a while to the Chaos Dwarfs, they don't really seem to be doing anything. So it does appear to be the forces of Chaos that have functioned much better as a cohesive whole than the forces of Order. Now, I did receive word from Hecleas that the Hecleas AI has been updated for patch 6.2. Who knows? Maybe that will make a difference moving forward. But in any case, so back to what we're going to do here. The first thing that we need to do is deal with Archaon. He's at least the priority. But I think what I'm going to do, actually, the first battle I'm going to fight is actually going to be this right here. I think I want to push Sarl back. And I can get Gregor Braun over here. He is able to reach in regular stance. So he can launch this attack. And this army right here is probably too strong. It would be a close battle, I think. But he might be a little bit too strong for Gregor Braun by himself. Particularly because I am not great with the Empire. This is not a faction I play a whole lot, and I think those of you who've been following the campaign for since the inception of it realize that I am learning as I go here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch this attack against Hama Thanefrost, but I'm going to reinforce with Emperor Karl Franz because he can get up here in March stance and be a reinforcing army for this battle. Between the two of them, they should be able to wipe out the Norscan invasion from over here. What it means is allowing Wulfric to attack the Black Pit. It's unfortunate. It does have the walls here. It does have a size 20 garrison. If he launches the attack right away, we'll do the best we can. Probably not going to be able to win. I don't know how many mammoth units he's got in here, but we know he's got at least a lord here riding a mammoth. So definitely going to be a problem to hang on to the Black Pit. But maybe he'll just encircle it, lay siege to it, and wait a few turns, and that might buy us a couple of turns then to get these armies over there fighting against him. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to fight this right here, and then, after that, we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 armies, I think, attacking Archaon. Now, there's no reason to do a lightning strike battle against Archaon because I think his army is stronger than any single army of ours. It's possible that I could recruit like a regiment of renown into this, but I just, overall, I kind of feel like I've got too many of these lower tier units. So I think what I'm going to do is do a 4 versus 2 instead. I don't think they'll retreat. I suppose they might. I'm going to try to do a 4 versus 2 and put 2 of the armies on AI control. We'll probably lose units in the fight, but if we could win the fight and knock out Archaon, that would be massive, absolutely massive. And that's going to be just obviously a humongous battle. So let's play our skill ups first. I did take a few I took a few minutes here before I started recording to assign magic items. I did a little bit of fusing. I did a little bit of reassigning. Not perfect, but I wanted to not spend forever doing that on camera because it would be pretty boring for people probably. Now you've got all the blue line already, so we're just going to give you hard to hit. Let's get you. Oh, I think we'll get you Fervor, maybe. Let's try Fervor. I command here. Looks like I'm going blue line with you. Almost all of the blue line at this point. I need all the strength we can get in our fighting right now, so I'm gonna give you another combat skill point, and then I think that's it for our skill points. Okay, so all right, back up to here. Emperor Karl Franz,
calls.
you are going to go. Unfortunately, you cannot quite reach in regular stance, so we're going to have to put
I
you
see no other
in
option.
march stance, but it's okay. I'm going to get you up
Let's
here.
go.
And I'm actually, for this one fight, I'm going to put
Ready.
Quinn in Gregor Braun's army. You,
I trust no man.
I don't think I want to risk not being able to reach to attack here by putting you into this army. Although it would be kind of nice to have you. But I don't desperately think I need you. So if I move to here, it means, yeah, we have 12% left. I should. If I put you in,
The Empire.
let's try it here.
My spyglass.
Pull him
is
back
of
out
use.
again if I need to.
What does the Emperor bid?
Do I still have... I'm down to 3%. Okay. What do we want to do with
I
Quinn?
am Prince and Emperor.
I don't have... Okay, I want to get Quinn into the fight. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to start walking you down
Raise
this
your
way
weapons.
and stop. Quinn, you can join him.
They'll be marching, all right.
Okay. And hopefully I didn't screw this up, because it's really important that I be able to reach. 3% still. Okay. We're at 19 out of 20. Do I need to recruit a regiment around renown? He does have 2 mammoths. He's got some Norsca ice trolls. He's got a bunch of champions, 4 champion units, some Thamir warriors.
It is time.
But. Unless he's got something here that is definitely going to be good against large, I'm pretty tempted to not worry about it. Anti-large, the white wolves, these huntsmen. Is it worth 900? It might be. Of course, these guys are anti-large as well. They have pretty good leadership. Maybe? And they're less expensive. The thing is, I want to save these guys for an emergency. I don't feel like this is an emergency. I think we can win this battle without any regiments of renown. So let's go ahead and launch this. Okay, here we go. Fingers crossed. Game says decisive victory. It ought to be. I'll do the best I can. I'm sure I'll screw something up. Okay, then we got AP weapon damage. Let's go ahead and give this maybe to... Let's give it to these swordsmen. There's 120 models in there. Okay, and then... Obviously, we could auto-resolve it, but we're not going to do that. Let's go ahead and let's fight it. Alright, start deployment. Now, obviously, we want to set up over here where our reinforcements are going to be coming in from. It looks like only 35 seconds for them. That's good because these Norscans are going to be on us quickly, I believe. Let's go and try to get in the tree line here. But just make sure we're close enough to the edge where the trees, with that tree right there, it looks like it's going to block us. You know what? Let's just not even risk it. Let's just get right there. Okay, definitely in range right away with that. And then we've got these Hochland long rifles. You all need to be... Okay, you're not going to be in range right away, but it won't be long before you will be. The question is, you know what? I need to get them more like this. Yeah, just because I'm afraid if I set them up right here, we're not going to be able to shoot over this ridge line. So let's do that, and then we're going to get you guys here. These Null and Ironsides, you all here. Maybe a little bit more like that. Actually, you know what? Let's get you up here, like so. And then we can get a unit of halberdiers in front of you. And then these spears over here. That should protect them a bit. And maybe even Bruckner. Let's put Bruckner over here as well. Okay. Then we've got these swords. These halberds that we need to protect over here. You two, these Demigryph Knights with halberds, they're anti-large. We might try to get you down there very quickly. Probably, those horse masters probably are faster than we are. They're 99, and we are 90, so yes, they are. But we could probably get them on the mammoths, maybe. Let's go ahead and get you guys over here. You're sort of a reserve for the time being. You all can be right here. You can shoot fairly easily over everybody there. All right, so we have all of our infantry assigned, I believe. Yeah, so let's get you 4 in guard mode. Okay, now the flying units. Okay, we're going to get you down here trying to slow them down, probably. I want you with the Hochland long rifles, maybe. How about here? And then
Champion of the Countess.
I think maybe Gavin Meyer. Let's get you over here. We need somebody over here. And Quinn. Okay, Quinn and Gregor Braun. You two are my flyers. And then who's this? Oh, I have another witch hunter over here. We'll get you over here. That's fine. I want to try to reinforce the left flank quite a bit with our reinforcing army. Although it's going to be faster. You know what? I just realized it's going to be faster if I do this. If I set up you all over here. You guys have no infantry in front of you at all to begin with, but we're going to get more infantry. All of the infantry that we can get from Karl Franz's army, we'll try to get all those infantry up here really quickly. It's going to have to be very quickly. Okay, and like I said, we're going to try to use you two to slow down the initial wave. How do we feel about this? I need to thin these guys out a little bit.
Spearman.
Thin out, thin out.
Sigmar calls.
There we go. Okay, at least it's going to take them a little while to come around this flank. All right, and then you. Yeah, you're fine right there. You could be right here. Okay. All right, here we go. Start the battle. Move on in. No wizards in this army. Okay, that is going to eradicate them here. Let's go ahead and get you guys up here now. You guys, let's make it. Well, I tell you what, if they're not going to come faster than this, then I don't really need to get in there yet. No reason to take damage from our own artillery. Okay, there go the Hochland long rifles. That's good. All right, reinforcements, here we come. Okay, all of you all. Like I said, I need you all over here. Okay, you guys get ready. You two get ready as well. You know what? You can go. Heck, you can go after those skin wolves. rest of you all over here. Like I said, for the most part here, you two can back up a little bit more. Okay, you three need to get here and stop and go into guard mode. Okay, how are we doing over here against those skin wolves? We're doing okay, but we better watch out. About to get hit by probably champions. Yes, indeed. Okay, we are shooting everywhere. That's good. Up and down the line. This is looking pretty good so far. You guys get back. If I don't have to hit that mammoth with my cavalry, then I'm not going to. Okay. Right, where are you at, Karl? Franz? Here you are. Let's get you down there. Want him? Over here. You. Let's go ahead and do... Oh, I don't know, something like this maybe. Yeah, that's not going to work here. Drop the pin shades right there. Right. Nothing right here. You guys get back into it. Karl Franz. Put you on 2. You go ahead and do what? All of this. Alright, and then, yeah, we're shooting up pretty well over there. You guys stay on them, that's fine. Right here, we got them looking pretty beat up. That's good. Where's my wizard at? You need to get out of there. Let's go ahead and throw a buff on Karl Franz. Karl Franz, you keep fighting that mammoth. Let's go ahead and get over here now. Let's get a debuff going on him. You on him. You guys make sure you're fighting him. You all get over here and help fight them. You guys get over here and help fight him. And let's go ahead and get you guys in here and help him as well. Okay, over here, you guys turn out to be not super necessary. Karl Franz, you can get out of there and help out somewhere else now. All of you all, let's turn around and get you all headed over here. You guys over here like this. You guys take care of them. Take care of them. Right here, get back. Okay, you know what? Get on that. Get on that. Go ahead and go. Just you got. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's on me. That is on me. You guys need to get out of there. You take care of them as best you can. Karl Franz, get over here and help out. The Hecleas rifles took the worst of this, but that's okay. It's all right. Let's just make sure now that we kill the bad guy. He took a lot of damage. Let's get you out of there. Okay, let's just kill him.
Take me to the foe.
Guys, just get out of there. Here, you shoot at him.
Yes, General.
Make sure he's dead.
Hey, come on.
You don't have a healing potion. Karl Franz, you do have a healing potion. You guys. Okay. You know what, guys? Stop shooting. Stop shooting. Stop shooting. My goodness, I'm blowing up my own guys at this point, I'm sure. Did we kill the enemy lord? No, still haven't killed him yet. Can we please get you shooting him? You guys get out of the way. There we go. Now he's dead. Alright, good enough. Alright, other than letting them get into my Hecleas long rifles there, that was a pretty clean fight. By my standards, anyway. So I'll definitely take that, and it does eradicate this one army. Now, this was the least of our concerns in terms of the invading armies, but you know what? It's always good to knock out an army of that strength. Let's go ahead and take... I think we better take the money. And I'm going to put... If I can get Gregor Braun into... Game froze for just a second there. Okay, we got an Outrider's handgun. I might be able to find a use for that. Fencer's blades. Wow. That's how I ended up needing to spend so long doing my magic items before this episode. Seems like every time we fight a battle, we get like 4 things. Okay. So Gregor Braun, if I put you in March Stance, you can make it back into Hergig, which you need to do for the replenishment. And then what I want to do is I want to turn around and make an exchange here and get... I want Quinn to be back in Karl Franz's army here, which means giving up 1 unit. Currently, you've got plenty of cav. Okay, you have... How do I want to do this exactly? You've got 1 of everything, it looks like, so that's... Except no wizards. You have no wizards. We need you to get a wizard. So that's going to be a high priority. But, okay, if I give you... I think it looks like you're a little bit light on the melee infantry, so I'm going to give
Summon the
you...
Elector Counts. On march!
Karl Franz, I'm going to give a halberdier unit. Here, let's give the one that's the most badly damaged, because he's going to have more replenishment this end turn than Karl Franz will. And then in exchange, we are going to take Quinn. Quinn, where are you at? Right there. Okay. 20 and 19. That's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and do our skill ups here. Mr. Warrior Priest, you can have Soulfire. This is everybody within... where am I? It doesn't say the range, or I'm sorry, it doesn't say the radius here. It just says large strike area. Okay, so it's just not going to tell me. That's fine. Okay. All right, and then you... Oh boy, let's give you Specialist.
Yes.
Quinn, you're up to level
unite the
42.
provinces.
Congratulations. Okay, you've literally got every yellow ability. Wow. Okay, except for the last rank of Mentor. Okay, we're going to give you Specialist. Then over here, Gregor Braun, you are up to level 39. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's give you... Oh, you need more for this. Okay, we'll give you Imperial Gunnery. More for the red line there.
Yes,
the
my lord.
Engineer... I think I will give you Block Army.
Praise
Theodore
Sigmar.
Bruckner... Hound of Judgment. Do we want this? Sure. Or Sigmar's Ward. We'll give you Sigmar's Ward. Missile resistance is always good. Okay. Our Witch Hunter here. You've got... I think I might give you Block Army as well, but let's just check this out. Looks like I've started giving you Survivalist. That's fine. I'll continue to. I'll use the other one for Block Army, and
What
then
does the Emperor
Friendly Hergiger. You looks like you're getting wound. And finally,
Elspeth
Felix.
von Draken.
Felix, you need replenished troops. Okay. And we did get some more magic items. I don't want to spend very long on this, but I'm very obsessive about getting these exclamation points off my screen. So there we go, the Outrider's Handgun. Let's see if we can find a ranged unit to give that to. So this Engineer doesn't need it. This Witch Hunter doesn't need it.
Ready.
This Engineer doesn't need it.
What
This
does the
Witch
Emperor
Hunter
bid?
doesn't need it. This
Von
Witch Hunter
Draken.
doesn't need it. And, okay, that's it. Those guys were wizards. Okay, so, back then to Karl Franz.
Ready.
You have a little bit more movement available here. You're already in march stance. I think I'd better get you going over this direction.
As is my right by Sigmar's crown.
At least you're going to have a turn or two to replenish before you get in a battle with Wulfric. By the way, is Wulfric himself one of these two armies? No. And we did see Wulfric down here with an army as well, which at the beginning of his end turn, it made me think that we were safe from him, and now I've lost track of him. I thought he had an army over here. Huh. Okay. Guess I'm misremembering then. All right, so the easy part of this turn now has been taken care of. We are going to make this attack with Elspeth. She's at 19 out of 20. Now here is where I might want to use a Regiment of Renown. This army right here is at 20 out of 20. I'm pretty tempted. In fact, I'm going to merge together these spearmen. These spearmen are not great at this point of the campaign. I think I might merge together these great swords as well. Let's do that. And then I'm going to disband you. Okay. You three, I'm not going to disband the Demigryph Knights. Okay, right here, I am going to, again, spears. I'm going to merge you.
Who calls?
Disband you.
Yes,
Halberds. I'm going to leave the halberds. Okay. So we could recruit in emergency troops into...
So? Let us move.
Both of these armies. And then you...
To the provinces.
You've got room as well.
It is for the best.
Why can I... Oh, you're inside a city, that's why. Okay, I can move you to here.
Moving off.
Put you in...
Yes.
You always want to put these guys in encampment stance if you can, because they do get this +5 to leadership and melee defense. Alright, so then we've got all of this. Now, I could auto-resolve, obviously, if it looks like a big victory where we're not going to lose any units, but I'm obviously not going to do that. So instead, probably the rest of this whole episode is going to be this battle. This battle scares me because this is so many units. This is more units than I'm particularly good at juggling. All right, if we take a look here now at what we can do, I think the two... First of all, let's decide which armies we want to be in control of. Definitely Elspeth, but then the second one that we want to be in control of is probably going to be Emil von Corden here. So I'm going to recruit in a couple units into his army. We could do this land ship. And I don't care if I lose regiments of renown for the most part, because I don't like keeping them long term. I like using them for emergencies, sort of like this. In terms of large units, he's got these Chaos Spawn and Chaos Trolls. He's got 5. He's got Chariots. And he's got the Marauder Horsemen I'm not too worried about. He's got the Manticore. So he does have quite a few large units in this army. This army, he's got the Giant, the Manticore, again, some cavalry, some Beasts of Nurgle. So definitely, I'm a little more concerned about the large than I am the non-large. So let's try to get ourselves some anti-large. Now you have... You've got 5 halberdiers. It's probably going to be better for me to put the anti-large into Emil von Corden's army here, because the only thing we have here that's anti-large, the spearmen, which is not going to be very effective, and these Demigryph Knights, which hopefully will be. All right. So let's do it. Let's put the 2 more anti-large units in this army. That means you and you, right? That's fine. We can do that. You know, some of you may be thinking this is overkill, and you might very well be right. I just don't trust myself fighting this battle. And then, you know what? Let's do a state troop here with her. And let's take a look at what she buffs. She buffs all of the low tier guys, which I don't really want more of. She does buff the missile units, and she does buff the greatswords and the demigryph knights. And if I take a look at this, okay, she doesn't buff most of these. She does buff these handgunners, so we're going to take the handgunners.
Join me.
And then,
the pillars of the world
here we go.
tremble.
We are going to launch this
I
attack.
foresee great suffering.
And he retreated. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh. Oh, it makes me sick. Oh, it drives me insane. CA, please fix your game. They retreated straight through me over a bridge around to the other side of a river.
Dark Lady of
Can we
Lore.
reach? Yes, we can. Okay. However, now we're in a
What does
different
the
kind of a
Emperor bid?
situation.
Now?
Now it was definitely overkill. If I move you to here,
Step to it.
and I attack with Elspeth,
As fate requires.
we're getting 3 armies against 1. That's probably enough, right?
By the comet.
But we're not getting actually Emil von Corden into that one. That's okay. I still think these 3 armies
Yes.
together.
Lady of
Do this.
Shaiish.
If I... Oh, it's letting me attack right across the river. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Well, in that case, boy oh boy, can I get you even moved in there? This is going to be... It's pretty jammed. Jammed right here. Actually, I could launch the attack with Emil von Corden. Put him in the right stance, that
To
is.
strengthen the Empire.
I could launch the attack with him. Leave Elspeth where she is. I'd rather attack with Elspeth, I think. Except I don't think this game is going to let me. Okay, this is what happens when the retreats are broken in this game. At least I'm still going to be able to run him down. So here we go. 4 armies against 1 who cannot
war.
retreat. Better be a decisive victory. Decisive victory. If we auto-resolved it, probably wouldn't lose any units. But we're not going to auto-resolve it, obviously. We're going to control large army, and I'm still going to do this. Because I'm taking no chances. I don't love the artillery here. Being able to fire, because they're probably going to do a terrible job of it, but I want to overwhelm him. Alright, let's do it. It's a choke point battle. Let's see what he does. Alright, so, start deployment here. Okay, so our AI-controlled armies are coming in after about a minute over here. We don't want them to come at us right away, right? We want to allow the reinforcements to come in. So we're going to set up over here, outside range, where we cannot hit them right away. And if they don't come at us right away, then that's fine. You guys are coming in at the 51-second mark. Okay. You two obviously need to be in guard mode. I have no Hochland long rifles here. You 4. Got to make sure that we're going to be able to see where we're shooting.
Watch for the stern tower marksman. See they don't put a bolt in the eye of the foe.
Now, let's just spread out like this. Let's get you guys over here. And then you guys kind of in the middle here. I think we better probably get a little closer than that. I like creating firing lanes for the missile units, but I can't leave gaps that big for them to get through into our missile units. You can be my reserve. Okay. You three. For now, you. Let's get you over here for now. You two here. And I think we're ready. So when you guys come in, I want to try to get the artillery probably back here. Back here. And then the halberds maybe here if they're coming towards us. If they're not coming towards us, we're going to have to figure something else out to go towards them. But as much as possible, if they don't come towards us right away, I'm happy to sit back and launch artillery at them as long as they will allow us to. Okay, and currently they are not in our range, so that should be just fine. Okay, we're going to start the battle here. We're going to see what they do. Let's send you forward just to be able to keep an eye on them. Speed up a little bit here if they're not moving, which it doesn't look like they are really. Okay. Alright, so that means we're going to start moving forward a little bit here. To maybe about here. That might be close enough to get in artillery range. Here come the reinforcements. And then these guys are coming in now as well. And we're going to have to... They're going to charge on in like idiots, I'm sure. So that means we need to definitely be a little bit intelligent about how we do this, but not too cautious, or else we'll end up getting all of those allied armies destroyed. Okay. Let's go ahead and move you all forward a little bit more, it looks like. Okay. That is still not enough, apparently. Okay. It's alright. It's alright, just keep going forward. Like that. Alright, again, then over here, all of... Okay, not you two. You two need to come back here. Alright, let's get all of our Demigryph Knights together on 5. You all can get back here for now. And let's get all of the artillery together. Like that, okay? Let's get the halberdiers here. Up here. Like so. And we can see the allied artillery firing now. It's fine. Is our artillery firing yet? No, not quite yet. A little bit closer there, guys. Alright, and then that means you two need to get over here as quick as possible. Actually, you know what? Let's get you aiming a little bit more like that, maybe. Alright, you... Didn't mean to do that. You need to get back. Let's get you over here. Okay. Tell you what, they are coming up through the trees over here, aren't they? Now you all over here. Oh, that's an allied army, okay. And you all kind of stay right there. That's fine. Let's get Elspeth. I want you up here, Elspeth. I want you flying up here. Archaon is definitely a big concern. Okay, you look like you're dangerously close to getting blowed up by our own artillery, which would be not ideal. Where are these guys going? They're walking straight through our lines for some reason. They've got... What are you... oh my lord, what are you idiots doing? Oh my goodness, they're going to get this artillery destroyed. They completely abandoned their artillery. They're not even moving towards the enemy. They're moving all the way over here. Oh, you jerks. You absolute imbeciles. Alright, you guys get up here. You two get over here. Yep, there go the You know what? Get in on them. Get you on them. Alright, we need...
My carmine hungers!
never mind, that's not great. Let's go ahead and do this. Head over here. Well, okay. You know what? Get back. I don't want you fighting in melee for very long. Go ahead and do this again. Okay, yeah, this fight went completely to heck in a handbasket here as soon as I tried to save the artillery over here. That's alright. It's okay. It's alright. Let's get you involved. Okay, over here. You know what? You 5. All of you. Never mind. This is... I think Archaon is going to be it. At this point, if we can just take care of Archaon, I think we'll be fine here. Elspeth, where... There's Archaon. Go ahead and just keep nailing him if you can. Let's also get you now on him. Let's get you on him now. Speed up. Yeah, it's just going to be Archaon. Alright, all of you all need to stop shooting. Get back. Get back. And turn off the fire at will. Elspeth. Okay, you can go ahead and drop this on him again. You can go ahead and attack him now yourself and do this. You guys right here. Oh, you got that Feral Manticore there that we got to worry about. Let's get our halberdiers. Now let's get the Demigryph Knights over here on him. What are we fighting right here anyway? That is those are aspiring champions. Let's get our great swords on the aspiring champions over here. Not you. You all need to get out of there. You guys don't. You guys are good. You can help out on these aspiring champions. Now, Elspeth. Where is Archaon? Running away. Go after him. And I'm I've got another wizard somewhere. Okay, let's get a heal off on... Nobody, we don't desperately need it, do we? Okay, Elspeth, keep going. Keep going. You keep going too. Take him out. Elspeth, go ahead and drop another one of these on him. Come on, we can do this. We can do this, guys.
Sir! I'll ready the men! Sigma!
Come on, come on. There we go. Nice. Okay. Alright, so even though the retreating actually worked to our advantage, I still believe that it's poorly designed by CA, and I wish they would fix it. You should not be able to retreat straight through the army that was attacking you, cross over a river, and go onto the other side of the river. We're lucky that we were still able to run them down, and like I said, it actually worked to our benefit because we ended up with 4 armies against 1. But it is kind of broken. So also a note to self, when you turn these guys on AI control, this kind of thing happens. Now, we didn't lose the unit, and we're lucky about that, but I knew they were going to be really stupid with their artillery. I did not realize they were going to stop the artillery in the open, completely undefended, while the whole rest of the army, for some reason, ran to the other side of the battlefield, ignoring the troops that were bearing down, that were closest to them, and just leaving these guys to get attacked by this Chaos Warhounds. That was extremely frustrating to watch, but that's what happens when you assign the AI control of your armies. So I'm just going to have to, blame myself for that one. Okay, anyway, got pretty good prestige, pretty decent money, got Scepter Stability, knocked Archaon out. I believe this also finishes a mission objective that we had. So let's go ahead and take the money again. Okay. Burning Book of Corn, Volumes 1 and 2. The first and second volumes of the 8 Burning Books of Corn. This is new, obviously, from the item rework. Bound in brass and etched with blood, these grimoires contain all manner of knowledge and power. While this item is equipped, there is a chance to find more volumes of the Burning Book of Corn after battle. But, look at this. Why would I want to? Diplomatic relations -20 with all factions, control -5 all provinces, attribute revealed. Wound recovery time +5 turns, corn corruption +20. This item cannot be removed the same turn it is equipped. So would you only ever use this if you are playing as corn? Very possibly. Okay, anyway, what I'm probably going to do is sell it. But we got Doomslayer. This is for Emil von Corden. This is good. Spell resistance, physical resistance, melee attack when fighting against lots of enemies that we will be fighting against. So all that's very, very good indeed. Got Chaos Breaker. That's good as well. That's for Elspeth. Don't really care about the Servant at this point. Mission successful. Chaos Incursion. Defeat Archaon. Okay. Battle Masters. That's good. And Treasury 1,000. Very nice. Okay, so I know our work is only partway done here, and this episode has not quite gone a full hour. But I live on the East Coast of the United States, and it is 99 degrees today, and it's always hotter in my room, particularly when I am running this game. And right now my computer feels as hot as an oven. So I think I am actually going to take a break right here, and maybe make sure I don't pass out in the middle of playing this game, and make sure that my computer doesn't get fried. So I think I'm going to leave it here for this episode, but this was promising. We obviously now still need to finish off that army right there, but we should be able to without too much trouble. We still have these 4 armies. I need to be a little bit careful now about not getting the damaged units killed, but certainly shouldn't be too difficult to juggle. So I feel pretty good right now about the Eastern Front, not so good about the Southeastern Front, not too good about the Western Front or the Southwestern Front, but we have some money. We could do some more emergency recruiting if we need to. I could even think about an emergency army over here now with all this money that we have to spare. But the main thing that I really want to do is I want to start getting better units into these armies. These armies, I'm realizing now that 1v1, our armies are just not up to snuff with most of our enemies. And so I need to do something about that. So I will accept any advice that you guys have, but as always, I appreciate all the comments that you all leave. And thanks again for sticking with this campaign for so long. This has been an absolute blast of a campaign, and it's not quite over yet. Don't know how much longer we're going to be able to keep doing this, but you know what? This is not looking quite as desperate right now as I thought it might be at the end of this episode. So, all right. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Thanks everybody so much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode.